Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Returning subscribers, good night and welcome back. Guys, how are you guys doing? How was your day? I hope all is well. I hope you all enjoyed the program last night. Karen was over here. For all of you who missed it, you're going to have to go back and replay. Miss Karen Cross was over here with us last night. It was good. Anyway, what are we here about tonight? Tonight, I'm going to show you that Mark Golding predicted his fate. And he knew that it would come to this, but it's a little worse, than he predicted, because what he predicted was that the PNP was going to rise against him, and they have. But it's more than that, because then him have to deal with a government who right now them not play. I have a little update. Thank you for reminding me, Phil. Phil is asking what about the t-shirts. We have an update on the t-shirts. We just test them out right now where order is concerned to make sure that when the storefront is open over here, you guys won't have any issues ordering or anything like that. So right now, we who are designing these t-shirts have put in our orders to make sure that all is well. So once that is cleared and we receive our order with no problem, then it will be open to you. Thank you for asking. Thank you for reminding me. Guys, we're serious. We're narrow, no joke. No food tax, no kind of tax at all, no new tax. Because you see it, before we even, just like how them come say food tax and all kind of tax, it's the same way they presented a budget speech and presentation to the Jamaican people, and they come without figures and without a way to pay for it. So in my opinion, they plan to tax the Jamaican people, and that is why we have gone ahead and made these merch to sensitize the nation that tax is coming. The tax man them a come. So when we open the storefront, each and everyone run out and come get them t-shirt here and start sensitize the country. When you put on your t-shirt and you go outside and your neighbor see the shirt and say, what? Make them know them a come tax we. Them put out budget and them not tell we how them a go pay fee, the tax them a come with. So this is what this is about, guys. All right. So moderator, thank you for joining and welcome back. And guys, the person who asked if they can hear from the moderator more, the moderator is going to be joining me in co-hosting the program, but he must start out some electronic stuff first, and then you will hear more from a moderator. No new tax. Yes, J-Ham. So big up everybody in the chat tonight. Guys, make sure you're hitting the like button and sharing the live when you come in. Is there anybody who missed the program last night who saw the budget speech and boy, you don't know what to think about it? What do you think what Karen analyzed and said last night? Karen said quite a bit, Yes. Situation not pretty, guys. It don't pretty at all. But anyway, let's move on. So tonight, you see, when sometimes, when people know so them do something wrong and them anticipate any kind of Futali, where have you been? I haven't seen you. Welcome back. Phone line I got open shortly to guys. Yes, Janelle, thank you. I hope Karen is watching. Say sometimes, when you set out to do something and say it don't right, and you often can predict the consequence of what you're doing. And your conscience, them say let your conscience be your guide, right? So Mark Golding, in the very beginning, before anything started, before he even became the president of the PNP. Remember, you guys have heard about the infamous WhatsApp leak? You know, the information that was leaked out by one of them own to show the Jamaican people say, look here, them challenge the leader and leader beat them and them still a sabotage the party. You know? Hold on, guys. Let me just get this call real quick. Tell this person I'll call them back. Hold on. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. Yes, so where were we? Yes, so me that say no. Before Margolin even became the leader of the PNP, when you hear about the WhatsApp leak, and guys, what they made that do in that leak, that it was so serious that Peter Bunting was threatening the people in the WhatsApp group, saying going to call the police on them and be things. Because them know say if Jamaica did see them sitting there with them are going with, them political career, well, he has none, but him know say the people them in the party who them need for ride with them would have turn against them. But anyway, it leak out, and I'm just gonna show you one important part of it. There's like 32 pages, which I promised that I would bring over here one of them night here, but it's time consuming putting all that content together. But for tonight, I'm gonna show you the part for she said for sure to say Mark Golden know him that the evil and wickedness. And him predicted say them going to pay a price if they get catch. And then get catch, you know. And now the man a pay the price and the man a go and like say him don't want to take responsibility for what reach him. Look on this. This is a part of the leak, you see? Where Mark Golden said this. In responding to a text by Luther Buchanan in there. This is the leader, you know, Mark Golden, you know. And Mark Golden push the war and push the fire upon him leader, you know. And him encourage the cult to follow him and do the same thing. Now hear what him say. Some difficult questions are, drop on a chair and share this live, you know. Please, me I beg on you know, because everybody need to see this. And Sister Mark Golden said that them going to pay a very hefty price for what they were doing. Some difficult questions, he said. Having lost, should we continue rising during the period before the next general election? This is 2020 attack. Them losing, remember the challenge was 2019. And he's asking these people, having lost, should we continue to rise? Now that is a no-brainer. Mark Golden knew that he was doing wrong and he needed to stop him sabotaging and undermining. Right? Now I'm going to ask the people him a question where him knows their wrongs. Him knows their wrongs. So him say in number 2 now, if so, which means if we continue rising, if so, what is the right way to keep rising without appearing to be indulging in anti-party activity and undermining our chances in the next general election? No, me have them say no for laugh at wickedness, but me have to laugh. You hear what the man I say? What is the right way to keep rising? Remember, you're not supposed to rise none at all, you know, because you challenge your leader and you lost, so you have no business rising. So how are you going to ask the people then what is the best way to rise without appearing, without being caught, indulging in anti-party activity and undermining your party's chances? So he said, having lost, if we appear to be pursuing our own political agenda, which is what they were doing anyway. But he said that if we appear to be pursuing our own political agenda and undermining the party's chances of victory, we will pay a price for it. Okay? So this is somebody who knows that them doing wrong. And not just in the form of opprobrium from Peter Phillips supporters, but from independent-minded comrades as well. Him not talk about the rest of Jamaica, you know. The rest of Jamaica, where I see them things and hear them things and say, no man, them people are wicked. You understand? Him only a talk about comrades. But comrades are the least of him problem. Because there's a whole Jamaica out there who's going to vote as well. Then he goes to say, I think Peter Bunting in particular, and also our other leaders. When he say also our other leaders, he's not talking about the PNP leaders. He's talking about the cult leaders. The Peter Bunting, the Rise United leaders them I talk about. So him same thing, Peter Bunting and the Rise United leader them, the cult them, should continue to advocate publicly in a constructive manner on all national and party issues on which we have something significant to say. So if you have a leader of a party now, and you challenge the leader and the leader beat you, right? Do you think that it's appropriate or is it destructive if you lot who lost continue to advocate publicly on national and party issues? How do you do that? How do you do that? That's blatant undermining and sabotaging. So you see this man talk from some things where this man talk out time out, you know, a long time people should have suspect say Mark Gold in the right, you know. There's no being constructive in doing that. You're 1 year away from an election. So if you are telling your people to go do that, the agenda is to continue sabotaging, but you want to talk it in a way as if to say, I know so. But people are not hear that. Peter Bunting should continue to be assertive in keeping with his inner convictions, especially in Parliament. And we should all rally behind him when he does so. Right? Them are wicked people here. This is what them do to their own party. And then them come out now. Them know, so them never lose the election, you know. But it is something that they wanted to happen. And in another part of the leak, them say, give Andrew Holness one more term. So this is why I don't understand. When Andrew Holness is having him term, they won't let the man have him term in peace. Because that they say, no, people, give Andrew Holness one more term, because mash down PNP and build it back. So you're supposed to have busy and build back PNP. You're not supposed to tell like Andrew and them something there. And them heap of wickedness there. You're not supposed to do that because you know had a plan, and that plan was one was going to kill on a leader and take over the party. So I see Andrew Holness are doing work. One riser come to me today and say, no, I don't think him a riser. Him probably is just a PNP supporter, but him say him can't support Rise them, but him can't support Andrew. So I say make it make sense. Me show him the data of the debt going down. I show him the data of the minimum wage going up. I show him the data of the inflation being low. I show him the data of the crime going down. I show him the infrastructure development. I show him the house them where the indigent people them might get. Some say, brother, why is it that you can't support Andrew? From morning, I don't see him come back, you know. I don't see him come back. I don't see gunfire more about him from morning. Because you see right then and there, you know, when you show them all of them evidence there, all them to come in an argument with you. I say, I don't see the man back from morning. But here's the truth of the matter, guys. You see this fight here where Andrew Holness in right now, or where Jamaica people in a. Because no Andrew alone in the fight, you know. Jamaica in the fight too. Jamaica people them in the fight. This is not JLP and PNP, you know. And that I want people to realize at this point in time. It is Andrew Holness versus a set of man we call themselves investment bankers. And that it come down to. And they have managed to form a cult, bought the PNP, and form a cult in there where they have one handful of people and 1 dozen people that walk up and down at about Andrew a thief, Andrew a thief. Is Andrew Wallace versus them? I wonder if you don't agree or realize that. A set a man who benefited greatly. See them there? Them there, they rub them palm together. Because they want Golden to take down the Prime Minister so that them can fix them bank and do what them do and come make back their money what they used to make. When PJ was there and nobody was paying attention to anything because they had Omar Davis wrapped around their finger. This is what this is about, you know. You see them go up on them political platform. Chris Williams was on Peter Bunting political platform. A campaign for them and them something there. Andrew versus them. So some people might have come with them dieted and feel like say a JP versus PMP. No, not this time around. Let me just read some comments real quick. Oh, by the way, pause there real quick. Me want to ask you one question. This evening, me and my daughter in the vehicle, I drive home. And she said to me, say she want to ask me something. So I say, ask away. She ever ask me, say, why is it that Jamaican people, everything them compare to dog? So I say, with what? She said, Mom, they say you're hungry like dog, you're broke like dog. Why they always compare everything to dog? So me tell her, say, me go ask her tonight because I nearly crash. Why Jamaica people them compare everything to dog? Me say, but dog always hungry for you. And dog broke for you. No, I was there what? And nobody never asked me that yet, so I don't know if to tell her anyway. Whatever you guys say, I will pass it on to her. So when my mother come over here tomorrow, I tell her if you ask my mother, so my mother will say. What can go so? Guys, want to make sure say you not hit up the like button for me there. I got some information, but probably I will share that with you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, Monday. Maybe come on tomorrow. But yeah. So the fight, the good fight, it's a good fight. I know that some people may not look at it this way, but the truth of the matter is this. The fight with Andrew Holness in I protect Jamaica from the man them where come from Finsac time. I wonder if you realize that. I did an upload earlier. I want you to check it out after the program. This is a thumbnail. Holness's fight to protect Jamaica. Andrew Holness is protecting Jamaica from the man them where it over DB and G. Or the contractor general draw some whole heap of allegations pan and say yes, them it over there the wrongs. You understand? Them sweetheart deal and kind of something. That Andrew versus them money, I know. I just through them not have the courage. I through them not have the guts to come out and come tell Andrew say, are we really and truly want the thing to benefit from it? Then can't do that. Them have to use the weakest link, the face card, which is Mark Golden. But they fall out. A Golden and Bunting alone left back. Because when you watch the upload, you will see what happened with Williams. between him and them. But if them farm the government, nothing wrong, him come right back. Because that's what it's about. Now, guys, all who know the boy when he blame them from over TikTok. Them say Warmington blame them. Oh God, no, some have to take bad things make laugh. Warmington is the new blame them. So after what we seen at the parliament yesterday, the graphics people them send this con give me. They say Bunting and say Andrew Wayne. Me no know. Me no hear him talk it allegedly. Me no know. What can go so? When time we know how to social media attack people, good night Marva, big up yourself. When you know how to social media attack, you must make sure say the Jamaican people them are aware that the fight what is going on in the Jamaica and the politics has nothing to do with JLP and PNP. It's a very different fight right here. You not agree with that? May I open the phone line for early. Guys, you can call in, but when you call, try to be mindful of the time. Me no want to see nobody in the comment that says, cut the call now, me want to talk to. Just know say you come and you talk where you talk and then free up a line and give somebody else a chance to talk. Let me turn on the phone. So, with the knowledge now, with the knowledge that Golden was doing something wrong, and him a pay him price and now, only enough he said Golden for just walk away. As a matter of fact, him should have been walk away. I think the moderator call. Hold on, the moderator. All right, see there. Good night, moderator.
Good night. Just to make a quick one. Yeah, man, listen to the program today, the video today, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to Karen last night. I mean, she was at first we hear Karen so elated, happy, and it was pleased and refreshing to me to see that she enjoying the politics. Well, I know she always enjoy politics, but in this fashion, she gave me some good laughs, and I would say it was just pleasing and refreshing to me to hear her in that element there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and aside that all, read the Prime Minister's budget presentation. I know that in the outcome basically beat Mark the way he did.
Why? How?
On Tuesday when Mark was giving his presentation, you could see him just, rock back in his chair and I look Mark straight in the eye and sometimes I shake him and him give some smirk some time like he must say, I pity you, And I look them again from him. So based on the look that I was getting from him then, I was saying to some co-workers at work, say, look come Thursday, I'm gonna trash Mark, but and so said, so done. So it was expected of him.
Really?
Yeah, man. I could tell that it was going to happen.
Well, it happened. It bad. Bad as in, me never know I could have said this, but I feel sorry for him.
Listen, not a matter of sorry for. No, the Prime Minister will come make back some jobs at him, but we never expect. Yeah, you know what he did? Karen said last night, and she was spot on. After I gave his his big ups, his welcoming the people who come there, the diplomats, this, that, them family members, whatever. Man, never expect him to jump straight at trashing him.
The FinSac part.
Yes. And that change his whole mood and put him in a position where he could even hold up him head. And for almost 5 hours, the Prime Minister spoke for over 5 hours, and for almost 5 hours, Mark basically not lift up him head out of him phone. He just couldn't look up. He couldn't give the Prime Minister not even a stare in the face. And that alone showed me how dejected, defeated, and embarrassed he was.
You feel like same I going at the debate? Me not think me did ask you this last night.
No, we never spoke last night.
You were here though, right?
Yeah, I was. If the debate commission, ask the debate and him don't participate, it look bad for him, and I don't think that his backers I go allow him to back out.
I feel say he might saying sick or something. I think after what happened yesterday, I don't think he might go brave it.
Oh, he will. He will. I know why. I'll tell you why he will. After what happened yesterday, and after how the internet and everywhere erupt, and the commentators that commentate on the presentation, after all of what they said, him go see it fit to try redeem himself somewhat. So him have no other option but to come to the debate.
Then remember the last debate when they come at the debate, him look like say somebody drape him and box him and send him go. They kind of look like him they want to go.
Yes, it didn't look on him to me. If you said last night, if him could have back out, no he would, but him can't. Too much is already spent. Bunting and the rest of the clan won't allow him to back out and shatter all of them dreams. It not go on.
So you agree?
He might go come on the debate and he might come try to redeem himself. I tell you.
You agree with me when me say Andrew Holness versus them money from over DB and G and a JLP and PNP. And a JLP and PNP.
That is obvious, right? And if you look even in the parliament, if you look in the parliament, you can see, you can actually read the facial expressions. Even yesterday, aside from the Prime Minister, acknowledging and bigging up Paul well to some extent, you can see it. Say there's some disconnect, but they might try to put on a show. They might, as well them social media activists that say fake it until they make it. That's exactly what's happening now. Not everybody who is there is really behind Mark wholeheartedly. But I mean, it's a political organization, so they're not going to fool just like that. But behind the scenes, people really know say him not cutting it.
This not safe, man.
It's not,
because
but I mean,
Mark Golding do more damage to the PNP than anything. Cause Mark Golding time I come for my leave just like Peter Phillips and everybody else will come before, Will the PNP be able to pick up the pieces after the damage what this man is doing? You understand what I'm saying?
After the damage, they will, but it will take them some time and hear why it will take them some time. Over the last 5 years, and this is my observation now, over the last 5 years, the controller, the rise control the party. We see the internal genocide that was going on.
What do you call it? Internal genocide?
Yeah, man, it's an internal genocide. They must force all the people basically who align with them, and the few who were not aligned with them, who have some form of ambition, political ambition, that is, swallow them pride and act like they are with them. So after this election, which me almost certainly say the JLP are going to win, but the margins me not predict, but me almost certain say them are going to win. After these elections, the original PNP them have to gather themselves and fight tooth and nail to get back the party.
It's a pity, boy. I mean, I know. You feel say Paul will like sit down on the other side of the government?
If him go sit on, no, I don't think so.
You don't feel him across the floor?
I don't think so.
Jeez and peace.
I don't think so. I'll tell you why.
I don't know how them do it, you know.
You know,
Peter Phillips to go parliament from Margol and say my leader, Peter Phillips to go back in our parliament.
No, but I tell you why Paul won't cross the floor. The constituency we have, as much as him carry that seat for so much years, if him cross the floor, them not go swim with him. Them not go vote. You know, like I call someone that will go PNP and win him seat and go back to JLP and win him seat. That constituency, if Philip Paul will do that, he might go end him political career. And for that reason, he wouldn't do it. I'm not sure that him can't carry that seat if him switch.
And whether I'm in a government or opposition, him did the same way.
Yeah, but across the floor out after the election, I still don't feel like he would have do it.
Oh God, it must be hard being Paulwell and people like them who have to sit down in there with
it's
this.
Hard.
Why, may
like
I tell you?
Other people, kind of people on the outside where love them party and bleed in themselves, you know. They just that them now publicly come say certain things that we talk in a certain circles. Yeah. But the wounds inflicted on the party by the Rice camp, they'll take some time to heal. And as we say, them faking it now because genuine people know say, you know, the unity not really there. There are a lot of core, so to them here some people talk about it too, say there are a lot of core PNP people who now vote JLP. Right? But them just not voting for Mark. Yeah? So I don't know how them are going to mend that, but it not going to mend with Mark being at the helm, so.
Well, I'm not just Mark, the whole cult, within, you know, the bunting.
But I mean, with him being at the helm, there's no healing of the sort. Most of who they know, just a hope and pray for win a seat or win back them seat to see if them can effect some change from the inside. And that's some people are hope for.
Oh, all right. Well, make we see how it go. I'm afraid to look forward to next week. I don't know what I'll come after what I say this week. I don't know what I'll go happen next week.
We don't have no fear now. We just enjoy the season. I mean, my earlier years, I used to listen, but we never so in tune to politics. But I don't know, for some reason the politics just get excited. I'm gonna say excited. It just exciting for you watch, you know, the process cool as it is now. But yeah, man, me didn't know Mark did not get a cane in him asked feet and he got it. Yeah. Because with team history and with the whole thing behind him on this Finsack thing, but the thing with him is him feel like, you know, most people forget that. But I tell you, from PJ Potts to come out with him all about set things straight, and even before they set things straight, the one ended on our country. It really touched a whole heap of hurt. It opened up a whole heap of wounds. Because a lot of people for start have them bitter flashbacks there. Yeah?
Yeah.
And him just open up a whole can of worm, you know, when Mark have to go deal with, and I'm a feel the brunt of it, so. Just something.
Oh God. All right then. Well, thank you for calling, moderator.
Yeah, man,
tell the people them say you got co-host with me sometime when you sort out certain things.
Yeah, man, I sort out some stuff. Maybe talk about that already, and
all right,
we definitely, give a contribution. But you're doing a good work.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man, you're most welcome.
All right. Yeah, guys, that's our moderator over here. Boy, I mean, I know. You see, when Mark Golding and Peter Bunting decided that they want to control the PNP, there was a big pushback against them, you know. And especially when people saw the type of campaign that they started running, you know, how vicious they were, how they started to form this cult, and they turned off a lot of people by it. And even people on the government side never like how them a behave and a treat people and a deal with the leader and them thing there. These people were very out of order in some of the character assassination. This new style of politics where they come in with a character assassinate people and I get people to follow them. I do it. You understand? With people like Dayton Campbell. Me never know me could have lived to see people are go up on the political platform in a Jamaica talk about them are going to rub out people. Eh? They are rub out Andrew and rub out Tufton. What kind of style that? These are the things what turn off the voters, you know. But this is what it come down to. This is what it come down to. Just a group of low-life people when I have no respect for themselves, for authority in terms of leadership. They don't have no respect for nobody. We might be enjoying ourselves, you know, because we Jamaican people, we don't really do boring politics. We like our politics festive. And that's all fine and good. But at no point in time, in modern time, do we expect to see, you know, the things that these people have done. And it's unfortunate that they've done this within their party and it has spilled over into the national politics where the personal attacks on people and them something there. We don't want to see that. You understand? We want everybody to talk, you know, about where our country is going, the direction. If you don't agree with how it's going, why? You know, these are the conversations that we want to have. It's called civil discourse. But the hatefulness, when me say, in the politics now perpetuated by Golding and Bunting, I can't Jamaica then come from. They're rotten, man. They're rotten, rotten, rotten. Now, the other thing is, me not understand how they could have the audacity. Everybody know what they're about, how they came into the politics. Them are Omar Davis. Everybody know how that go already. So at what point in time did they think that they would have an easy ride coming to the leadership of Jamaica? Uno can't do anything when you want in a PNP. The people not really business about that, you know, but when you not come out so no want to lead Jamaica. Uno thinks that people, the 90s was just where you know. I just where there. So the Golden and Bunting really think say, then could have come out they want to lead Jamaica and not get a severe pushback from the people them? No man. Uno have an audacity, me I tell you no. Uno no conscience. Cause uno must know. Say with phone past activities. We not go trust no man. We not go trust no. And worse, you know, come and destroy the opposition. And whether you, as me saying at the video today, whether you're PNP, GLP, or no P, you want to see a viable opposition in your country, right? If your government decides that they want to go rogue and start do some different something, we don't want to have an opposition there defending the people. So after what them doing in the 90s, that wasn't enough. Them come destroy the opposition in front of the Jamaican people them face and think say what? We're gonna say yeah come in? No sir. We're not wicked man. Let me take this call here. Hello, good night. Turn on your background for me, please. TV man, good night. How you do?
What's up, Leon Nats?
Me there.
I'm there, man. I watch a fiery budget night and I listen to you from the other night with it. What a fire. Yes, but the man is, but you know what I don't understand? The Prime Minister is going to speak on the budget. Aren't these people supposed to be in Parliament?
Oh, them we walk
Even
out?
some of the opposition, them is not there. Not even Juliana is there.
Well, them not really business, you know, that it come down to, you know.
That's what I find out. They're not business. And then what they do, one thing I realize with the Prime Minister, him is so humble, no matter what you say about him. He sit down and he listen to you and he take it. And him spending time listening. Well, when you talk your nonsense over him, sit down and take it. But when I sit down and watching this man, you know, it's like a retarded baby.
Lord God.
Yeah, get ready to go somewhere, you give one little sitting to play with you. Play with this till me ready. And you sit down and look down in it. I saw me view the man in Parliament. You have one like a retarded pitney or bipolar pitney by chance. Him just, you give him one something when normally used to play with. And you give him to play with. I say man have him phone. I look down in his phone. One time when the man take up his headphone to his phone and look up in the eye, them big and him just red like I sitting around with him. Just get red like I sitting around with him. You notice how the man operates in Parliament? It's like the man don't care, like the man a simple affair. What is this black boy I can talk? Me not used to nobody can talk down to me then, yeah? So we use you. You can't talk to me, I have to pay you the mind.
Poopa,
it hurt him deep in within at the same time, that's what he said, you know, and that hurt him deep within, you know.
Then the day before him not talk up things about the Prime Minister the day before.
Yes, the job them went job at the Prime Minister sit down and taking job them and not say nothing to him. Little did he know that the Prime Minister did have mouth to come back at him. And them start this DNA business, you know. And now they find out which one I pick for them and they know I own them. You understand me? I want to own physical discipline, I want to own low interest rate, I want to own. And in our own things are quite picnic. In our own visit.
Lord, I must say. No, sir.
No, these people are trouble. And Jamaican people are sister, these people not going in the direction of Jamaica. These people don't care. These people want to take our money to our country to run them bank. Have we put back them bank on track because them bank on the wall for bankruptcy and wall for foolishness to run down.
Where said the bank on that? Where said the bank under bankruptcy?
Bankruptcy under because then why were you shutting down 2 branch? If it is doing so good. What I'm saying, if it is doing so good, why you shut it down? The money you want to make? Why are you collecting more pay on the Prime Minister? You know, say, well, hold back this year for the money is too much. The Prime Minister not take this. So why should I take it to me country? Go, I have vote for money already. If you come for just run the country and say to yourself, say, I come run this Jamaica better with better Panaris friend them. You shouldn't want all the money there. You should want them for money. You shouldn't have say, watch me, sir. You see when I pay a couple of week time, a month time, just sell into my constituency office. And we adjust it to it, we bus up to one, who forget. Because I'm married have my money. I'm a businessman. I'm a tapanarish when I have money. So why we going to run about peer and this and that? You can't do like Bruce Cole when they would take a new vehicle. Remember when you have Bruce Cole, I'm moving to no one, you know? You understand? And these people come after they have money. Jamaican people don't know, so this man come like, see like the man over FinTech, over something. We don't call him over SSL.
I see him think that I just see a mindset them
man. Set of people them I see kind of money they come for look.
A while West me call them, you know.
Yes, because they're in a problem out the road. Yeah, but look here. You know what the greatest way development? If any of this man children never go to school in Jamaica, I don't even know. May I ask? You want to research to find out that?
Me no know, nobody never know nothing about him until him go look the leadership and he come out with family. But he never know about him, you know.
A PG telling that, you know. So you have to come out to the woman, bossy. You can't come on road. So you tell the woman, dry the tears, the man just come out. So come sit down, because you know, go last more than 2 hours when come out. So just dry the tears until you go back home. Sometimes these people never want to go in their private personal life. But what I'm saying to this man, you know, see this man, family. You are on a country as opposition. I never will see your family are nobody for you. I say, boy, you know, daddy. It's like, you don't set up it and then put them over so already. No, I don't know if they nobody then go to school, then pick them. I don't know if nobody and then go to school out of Jamaica for you. Then if you mean this country so much, why is it that you take your wealth and put overseas? Ship out your pitney them Because I said to them, say, watch me now. You ain't telling me to see me coming up. Lock the door now because I collapse, everything I collapse. So when I run, come and jump through the door, just lock it. Because anything over the panel side, they must dead.
I don't ever think him did marry at Jamaica. I think at Florida him they get married, you know.
Then man, that's why he went over because you know what, get the infertile business of man. Because we can't deal with him without a look on his personal life and his color.
Yes.
We can't deal with him without that because his attitude alone. We're gonna try to show people that look here, this is not about color. This is not about because he's a really British or whatsoever. This is about the man's personal agenda and personal ways towards Jamaican people. These Jamaican people, this man, when can you imagine how this man scrub himself when he go home when he hold these little half dead black people? Can you imagine him go and scrub himself?
You think so?
Then if the prime minister sit down in the parliament and talk to you, and you are ignore the man on a phone, which no other man, with no matter where you set one join, no matter where you bombard in the parliament, and I bombard the government in the parliament, I've never seen them. Some of them will look on their phone for research and maybe take a call and put their phone down. But you sit there for all the time and have your phone in your hand, like your little retarded baby with them and get ready, like my parents I get ready and give you your little play tie. Play with his egos down in night, I look down in night. Children can't take you up and ready. Come on, baby, we're ready.
All right, TV man. Yeah, go on bad. No, I forgot to make you go on now. No,
man.
Lord Jesus. So
I'm glad we know you're right now. Turn everything up, man. Everything good, man.
Yes. So what go on down there now?
Grab the thing over here.
The road them are fixed.
Over here. Labor to go take central, you know.
You think
one
so?
Night marriage passed through. Yes, one night marriage passed through. You man do what day? You man just drive through the day, you know, in ID. Him just drive through. Just drive through for me. Just drive through. We just two little vehicle. And can you imagine in a night I see people? You remember when people do census or them little in a night. I see people to I get a drop people off a bus. And draw people. Come and talk to you with book. Like a census. Like when you have to census them because census business.
Oh, them are right. Don't sit in a book.
But what I'm saying, all of that sudden you just fly it without. Just today, you say the man come to it all, you know. And I'm saying, if you control that era for 53 years, 53 years, you have never done nothing here that we can look at and said, this is what. One man get paid for 25 years in run, him retire, and the Sparks program and everything out, and he don't even put in our lobby to say, let me fix 2 road left, give them. Come matter for Dr. Guy and the risers. So now we'll risers, so then look like they get along. I don't know, but you know, them a PMP, then we talk, but you know, things are not strong like how we expect them to be. Because now we'll have Mark Golden people. You understand? And I'm saying, he must be a champion so hard. Remember them that them see one today, they put a black dog at the clock and he can't go far and come back and win at them a black dog, you know? Well, so you look like if you type a goat out there and a whole herd right now, it look like it's going to work out.
Well, keep me posted and let me know what I go on then.
If you send some picture from where they are, send the picture.
No, you're not send them for sure.
Trust me. We can get tomorrow. Them.
All right.
Get them tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for calling.
You may go and listen.
Wow, TV man, something else in a man. Jesus. Hello, good night. Turn on your background for me, please.
Okay. Good night, Nats.
Good night,
everyone.
Yes.
Okay. About this budget. Not saying I've been watching budget for years.
Yes.
For a year. But it's the first. I was at work, you know, and I just put in my Bluetooth and I just tune in. And I wanted to get everything. Even when I was on my way home, my Bluetooth was in my ears, so I was hearing. The last part I saw before I leave work was when Mark Golden walking out of Parliament and him do a fan off, like him a fan off somebody. And so, and I was like, that is so disrespectful, you know. But one thing I was so happy for, the most important thing for me was when Andrew Holness mention Peter Phillips.
You did expect that?
What I said. Remember, when he was talking about, when he was bigging up everybody, I think it was 2023, he was talking about the transformation and how we get to reach where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And he big up Portia Simpson Miller, he big up the same people them. Bruce Golding, Audley Shaw, Peter Phillips, and he big up Keith Duncan as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Boyles, he did all of that. Because remember, that part he was reading from what he said in 2023. So I knew, and remember, I called you a couple of weeks back, and I said to you, the most painful thing for me when PJ Patterson coming out, he has never once apologized to the Jamaican people for what he did. And I heard the Prime Minister bring back that up in Parliament and said they never apologize. They never say to the Jamaican people, forgive us for what we have done to you. Never once. And when he said in the state of emergency, he said Dr. Phillips had reservations, but he joined with us.
With the SOE, not sure.
Right. He joined with us for the betterment of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on 2020, when a new opposition leader started, there was no such thing again. At every step of the way,
I wonder if you know, sir. I wonder if you know, sir. Meantime, when Peter Phillips is dead, I support the SOE. When you remember when when the boy them go on St. James and the Prime Minister the first time with the SOE and then the continuation of it, you know, say you have Mark Gold in them and Peter Bunting them a cuss the leader, you know.
Peter Bunting determined saying not vote for it.
Yes.
He did not vote.
Yeah, man, they made a cuss Peter Phillips, man, and people were saying, because I used to see the conversation and people are saying, listen, Peter Phillips can't go there, go deny the government, the SOE, when people are dead, because of the same people them are come say.
Remember that Peter Phillips was a minister of national security before, he know what is necessary,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Peter Bunting will come on stage, come cry and say, God can help us,
No, but if Peter Phillips never support the SOE and people are dead off, and the same people, the same Jamaican people, them are going to say, when the government try to do something about it, just stop it. Not true?
Exactly.
And then cost the man, them too wicked way yesterday.
He knew what it takes. He knew what it takes to have a united front, whether you wear green or whether you wear orange, for Jamaica.
Not true.
It's not about say you over this side and me over that side. Remember, when a person dead, out there in the streets, it no matter what color you wear, it's a life gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the message that Peter Phillips was trying to tell them on his side.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And the part mostly the next part that really, really get him is when Andrew only said to them, say, your name call, but not, you are not the golden. That part, that's the time I see him put up his head, you could see the redness in his face. He was really upset about that, rub him the wrong way.
Me never seen nothing like this yet, You ever seen nothing like this yet, No. You have to take my things.
I was saying, everybody keep asking, even on nation, whether you hear somebody saying, is what's so important about the opposition leader phone. If you even texting, it's who texting yourself.
No, man. At the fact that
like he was texting, not like he was watching something.
At the fact that he had a hard time sitting there, and
he was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, we see these things happen all the time. We see presentation happen all the time, and when somebody has time for talk, you sit down and you listen, and then you go and get your turn for talk. But this man, he come like say the man never want Andrew for talk. No time. I walk so.
Andrew Oles came with the evidence. He had everything on the screen.
The data.
So it's not like he was talk. He had his data. He did his research and he came with his evidence right there.
Mm-hmm.
In black and white, you could see it. So if you as a normal person was saying, where am I talking? You could see it. Said to myself, how can you know more? And you know what really bring up at this Fiscal thing the moment they went for PJ? The moment they should never gone back there. Them literally dash them own self
under the bus.
the foot. When you go to PJ, when you go to PJ, look here. PJ has no credibility. First and foremost, he is known as the worst prime minister. He's the prime minister that. Remember when PJ leaving office, the murder was 1,600 and something, you know. The same year he left office, you know. This man have nothing to stand on. What the hell you go for him for?
PJ never really business with nothing still, you know. You know, some leader them would stand up when things not right or if somebody around them just sitting around. PJ could care zero.
You know, my mother said to me, you know, she said, PJ and Mark would have the same demeanor when them in a parliament. Nothing concerned them.
What a sad situation.
My mother said, Wendy, I'm telling you, this man have the same thing. He feel like, even though PJ Patterson was a black man, he didn't show it out there. But he's a very proud man and feel like he's above everybody, you know. Type of thing. He's not like PJ Patterson is not a Portia. Portia hug all the dirty man in the street.
Yeah, you know, your Karen say, PJ, I think a Karen or Liz said, so when PJ used to come to parliament, he wouldn't walk down the street like how they do it now.
No, my mother said that to me too.
Yeah, him never used to do that.
And I said to her, what you mean? She said, Wendy, what you're seeing there, that's not PJ style. PJ don't do that. And she said, Portia Simpson started the walk. After Michael Manley and PJ take over, that never continued. PJ Patterson does come out his week and go into parliament. Is the MPs will do something. PJ feel like he was above everybody. People, and I said to my mother, because my mother originated from Westmoreland. That's PJ area.
Yes.
And she said to me, that man never come and knock anybody gate or call out to anybody when he come to the constituency. She said she couldn't understand why keep voting for him.
Well, the political dynamic has changed significantly.
It has changed.
Yeah.
Young people know, and what I really appreciate was that he was showing some young man who took up the art program, and one of them was now working at I think it was Key Insurance or something like that. He took up the program. One of them is still in the program. And he said he hoped to open his own AC business one day. And I was saying, excellent. Advertise the program. Let them know. Even though it's on GIS all the time, these watch TV. So you need to go out there. The art van, sometimes you see them out in communities. They're on that tent, ready staying people, you know. Ready staying people. But some young people will not stop. Even in Offertree, sometimes them passing out flyers. Some young will not take a flyer. They will not take one. They're not interested, some of them.
Well, that's why them come to poll and say the PNP is good for poor people and the JLP is good for jobs. What can go so?
No, tell me no. Then no. That's why the Prime Minister, I really appreciate when he said this. He said this is not about handout. This is about empowering you to help yourself.
They know the same thing them come cost about the $2,000 where the finance minister say can save up the $2,000 and put on toward one vehicle. Them come say.
I took a cab today and this is an elderly man and he said to me, his daughter, him say he has been saving. Him say him have 13 children, one died, he has 12 children alive. And him say he has saving over the years, saving, and he had a little car, but it give him a lot of trouble. And he have been saving and saving. And him saying daughter said to him, Daddy, how much is it going to take for you to buy something else? And him said to her, I think I need $1 million to put on what I have. She said, you sure that you can do it? Him said yes. And him saying shocked when his daughter said to him, said, Daddy, I'll give you the $1 million. He said, are you sure? And he said, put $500,000 on that and buy himself a car.
We're not raise no handout population.
Right? And the man said, those out there who is driving other people's car, I go tell him, say, him have him pity them in for go sit on him yard. The man said, what is it? What is the problem with it? I don't come out here, come trouble, I don't business with them. No, the lady should take in my car, don't have a problem. And that's the Jamaican mentality. Them feel like people must always give them. You teach a man how to fish, you don't give him a fish. If you teach him to fish, he can feed himself.
That's true. We need to learn the importance of hard work and
it's a parenting. Parents need to teach them children this.
Generational vipers, them man.
Empower yourself.
Anyway,
so somebody else can get a chance.
Yeah, man. Thank you for calling.
Continue. Good job.
Thank you. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Mr. Vegas, give me a call. Come on here. What you have to say about what going on in our parliament yesterday? Mr. Vegas, come in on the line for me there. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, guys. I'm going to say for Mr. Vegas this. Hello, good night.
Hello.
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the program.
Just join your program, I call your program. I don't know if that's what I'm doing.
Yes, you're live.
I am, okay.
Yes, what do you want to say?
You know, I just want to say to you.
Can you turn down the background for me, please?
All that has been said since night. I agree with it, but one thing I'm saying no. Know that he has kicked him to the curb. Now that he has kicked him to the curb, must put him foot on him throat. Don't make him get away.
You're talking about Mr. Golden?
Yeah.
Oh, so why a problem now with Mr. Golden? Tell the people them.
Finsack.
Oh, Finsack. You were a Finsack victim? Or you know people who was victim?
Not a victim, but I saw it.
Okay.
And I knew that he was benefiting.
Okay.
You know, and to come now and want to do it again. It just rubbed me wrong.
Okay. You're calling from Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So what you say, you're standing behind the government and the Jamaican people?
Yes.
All right.
Like I said, this is not a PNP or JP thing, you know. It is him against the investment bankers. It is Andrew against investment bankers.
Okay.
Those that Finsack the country.
Let me ask you a question, sir. You sound like you're an experienced gentleman. What do you think about the people in West them are investment bankers in Jamaica? These guys and all the rest. What do you think about them?
Okay. I honestly don't know much about investment bankers, but these who benefited from the commission and otherwise from the economic debacle that the country found itself in the 90s, those who benefited, right, who advised, who constructed Finsack and saw to its implementation and benefited personally from it.
You not trust them?
No.
Okay. All right, well.
Not trusted.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, man, continue doing your good work.
Yes. Good night.
Right.
That's the problem, guys. The trust. Mr. Vegas, I call you. Hello, good night, Mr. Vegas. Hello? Oh, this me not hear nothing. Oh, you're muted. Sitting wrong with the line. Hold on, let me try call back.
Hello?
Yes, good night, Mr. Vegas.
Yeah, man, can you hear me now, brothers?
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Come on, big up yourself. But then, I know just I come in off of the road, you know.
Yes. So,
checking, is it?
yeah, man. So, you see the drama we go on yesterday, a day before yesterday.
Why it's days worth of drama, you know. It's not even just yesterday, it's days worth of drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, from what you call it, Julian presentation to Mark Golding's lies and promises and you know, even from Favor come all the way down. So it's you know, it's gonna climax, I think, on Tuesday when Favor will talk again.
I think I choose the share talk again, yeah.
Yeah, so very, very interesting. We learned a lot. What I take away from my main takeaway from the Andrew Wilness is, well, my main takeaway from Mark Golding's bag of cookies is the informal workers where do have to show no proof as to them can pay rent and them can pay them bills when I get houses. So my main takeaway from that is, you know, in my plan to build some garrisons, it seems, or is planning to trick some people into putting them in some houses, and when they can't pay them rent, evict them. I don't know how that's going to work out. You know, it's one of the most nonsensical reasons I ever hear. On Andrew on the side now, I like him tell him to him face about the Finstack thing and put up the details on the screen. So the whole Jamaica who have doubts, have any doubt that they were involved in the transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. You know, have evidence now, empirical evidence, you know.
So, Mr. Vegas, you never pay attention to politics like how you pay attention now. Is that right?
Never in my life. Never in my life.
Tell the people
this is very, very interesting.
Yeah, tell the people them what caught your attention, why you started speaking on politics like you do.
Mark Golden, I take the chain from around the black man neck. Or I put the chain around the black man neck. No brainer. Miss pro ancestors straight, you know, me revered my ancestors.
When him hold up a shackles of a big stone, he get your attention.
Once we see shackles, man, a trigger man. Yeah, man. You know, play with my ancestors and way there and things like you ever come try the government control the governance in my country.
So
no,
when
man,
you see that, no,
come back to Jamaica.
What the first thing will come to your mind when you see that? Because you don't know a politics, a PNP.
That have no place in the politics. No place at all in the politics. That is unforgivable. No place that not have no politics. Zero place. If Edward Siaga, the white man, they do it, I still have a problem with it. It not have no place in the politics. They score, they use people, plight, and you know, all of them go through to score political points. It's a massive. It not have no place in the politics. And especially him. But we know, so the British, when the British them do it. And then we can find out, say, him are direct descendants of slavers, people who enslaved people. Him not have, that is unforgivable. And if I last break me up in my body, if I talk against a man, I'm going to use it. Yeah, man.
So once you see that, you disqualify him.
Let me not tag him in my post as my seat, man. I say, yo, you need to apologize, you know. And to this day, I'm not apologize. You see, promise him don't apologize. We know say him not nothing in integrity about him. He not have nothing about him. Zero. He not have nothing. He come like nasty people who come in a room and see her eat and just cut all ease them body. Just run the table and just look and not even say sorry. He just look like one of them people there.
Jesus. So yeah, when you say for you see what up the shackles, you disqualify him from them time then.
I no apologize.
even if one person have a problem with it, you should apologize. One person.
Yeah, Maria, I'm just think about it. I never even remember say, boy, I could apologize, but you're right.
Yeah, man. Let's say somebody remember saying people did a lick out. And I like say you never did see people that eat out against it. And the man continue to show us the Jamaican people say, and the can't believe the Jamaican people I know what me it is. Like no one know. It come like a man can cast voodoo or spell on them. Come like I work the voodoo now where the people used to accuse the ancestors them of working. I work the voodoo now. Can we never see this yet in our history? All black people are all up and mad when not even want them.
But look here, me not think of the majority of even PNP people them support this man, you know. You understand?
Listen, the facts and me can't see some people are run back at this man. Let me see how when the man go to let me see Andrew is going around constituency and me see how the woman them are tough up and some man are tough up like frog. Like them like if you stick them with a pin them bust. And when me see people are run like this man is you know, like Jesus returned. I say people are run and I said, one of them people realize all them are betray them ancestors, them. People not do this. I see people like what's your name, Dean Jackson Miller and World Tracy, them out there bad to the man. I'm shame on them, man. Yeah, man, the man have to get run a long time, you know. The man have zero respect for the Jamaican people. The man say he renounced his citizenship and the man go on one vlogger page and I say, look at yourself, you see the date, yourself. Look at yourself, you see the date, yourself. And then he sent it down in friend them down Gleaner. See?
But Mr. Vegas, him go a little further than that. After him hold up the shackles, you know, which I agree, it's very offensive. He went ahead and I tell the black people them say, our ancestors fought and bled together and never come here as free people. And that upset my spirit, you know.
No, a regular him do it. I don't want time him do it. I would do the independence speech, so he must say, our ancestors, you know, they suffered. And me I say, what a wicked man. That means that when you must say ancestors them suffer, you know, the ancestors them our ancestors them rebel against, you know, and analyze some of them, you know. Some people attack them and then people they analyze, you know. And then people them are talk about, you know. And we there realize them and say, you know, what you mean? They forgot to say some of him ancestors them when Taki them, when the revolution they go on, when Taki them nearly overthrow the British them one at a time. You know?
Yes.
Taki them take over some camp and them thing there, you know, and get some rifle, you know, and I take it to them wicked, you know. And the maroon them capture Taki, you know. And analyze Taki. See, and you have a woman now named Ikua, right? When it come from Ghana, where the British man, in Cuba, Cornwallis singing, so they changed her name to Cornwallis. The British man, they love her off and give her freedom out of Port Royal. And she, you know, go link up with Taki, them and she them Antu. Then she go link up with Taki, them and start a revolution. So then comes a woman and raid some place and Taki them take it over and the maroon them with work with the British and catch them. Then so when through the whole thing there, a portion of British did get unalive.
So then the people they must sympathize with now.
They we are not in a common. How comes our ancestors to meet human ancestors? I know our ancestors in attack. A ball of my ancestors and we get unalive.
I never look on it from the angle still, but it makes sense.
Yeah, man. Remember, say even the maroon them, you know, the maroons them will fight against some British and unalive some of them too. Before them, they claim so they give the maroon them freedom, you know.
Lord God, when me hear him talk, then sitting them saying twisted.
They're not twisted. Him know him, man. The man have no respect for Jamaican people. Zero respect. You don't think say a man way. You know, man, nobody can't force me, you know, nobody pressure me into give up stuff with my father, give me, you know, to get this from my father, you know.
That are the British citizenship.
Like we are begging. And we not begging, we are say, yo, if you want to come be prime minister of our country, you can't have dual allegiance. You can't pledge to add another country, you know, and have our best interest at heart. Because if push come to shove, you are going to choose your country where you are trying to hold on to.
No more smart worse him now, not in Jamaica.
Where should have a piece of property, a piece of land in that, a piece of house, or a piece of land in that. The man and the manners, man. Then the man comes to boom and go on a little vlog, a platform, a show with some little piece of document. And then you send it down a gleaner. Right, so what? We supposed to take the gleaner? You send the document to the gleaner?
You should have put out one press release.
You know, press release what? Your love keep press conference. If we keep a press conference, I make the journalists them come. I say, I'm present it and say, yeah, this, I renounce my citizenship, blah, 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 and take question too. So we can ask us, so where did I lie for you get visa?
Wait there. So
answer that. You have to answer that. You have to answer that, Nats.
Yes,
you
that's
lie
true.
to us, the Jamaican people, say you've got, now you come tell us, see, they are August, me renounce it. Yeah, from August. All right, so that means that you told a blatant lie.
Because when you're a British citizen, you don't need no visa.
Now, so me ask you a question. If you're interested in a man, Nats, and you find out say man are just a pathological liar, would you want to be in a relationship with that man?
No, man, I red flag that man. After me, I'm mad smart.
Then sister, they first red flag that. The Jamaican people when you see the red flag. It's the biggest red flag.
And
the man lie and he can't lie no more.
Yeah, you know that the mainstream people them ask him so, oh, him need visa and him a British citizen.
Me said, listen me, are the biggest conspiracy I go on
against the Jamaican people, yeah.
Against the Jamaican people, them. The media is the Jamaica Gleaner is a disgrace.
For sure. Man,
how comes you are send a document to the Gleaner and one little vlogger youth? Yeah? Well, we not talk about nobody's sickness, but we have evidence that him not stable. How? This important piece of document. Because the whole Jamaican supposed to be assured. So you are not a spy, you are not a traitor, you are not sent to destroy. You are not sent to protect the Queen's interest or the King's interest.
You feel that true him vex so him have to give it up why him no do it the proper way or him shame or so?
No, because him can't present it to the Jamaican people because to this point we might find out that he was not. Look, you see how long Jamaica 411 I said you was the man born in Jamaica.
He should have shown him birth paper too, you know.
But there's some, I think them said there's something on the document with part we exposing our show say if the bar, I don't know truth for it because some people are shared, but we can't authenticate it because we don't get nothing for authenticate.
But why am not showing birth paper? If somebody
you are going to print out something that's and show up for a thing, then that's you can print up that.
Of course, at modern time, don't live it with technology.
That's all you want. I want to copy them to just put in a PDF and reprint that. A modern technology we are dealing right now. All I have to do is lift the name them and put in two different names and lift a signature and put it here. So.
Boy, I don't know shot him ban, you know.
Man, disrespectful, man. Very disrespectful. And Jamaican people not see the red flag.
Him nah no manners.
Big red flag.
Him nah no manners. They're not growing good. When I see him doing that parliament, I looking at him phone the whole time. I ignore what the prime minister say. Come like, yeah, me don't know if you ever come across some look spoiled, some picnic when nobody not grow them good, and you as an adult interact with them, and you realize about no man, this a picnic a rotten man. You know them picnic there?
He did not. He was forced to be there because he never go to that look away.
You don't think him did want to go?
Go where? Go where? Go where? Go where? You know, so that the man just skip parliament when I import a legislation and put on the table.
Lord Jesus.
That the man just skip parliament when they vote on the House Speaker and then come back and concuss about you know, there.
So him didn't want to come and talk up things about the Prime Minister and him no want to come back in here?
Yeah. The man, listen me, the man. You know what?
It born me for some Jamaican people, you know. It born me for some of them, you know. Especially the PMP, they will put up this man about leader. Eh?
The problem is, him feels so privileged. And the white privilege man I use a bit, you know. Remember, say, the man, in constantly, just throw it out, give it.
and the people who have sense can just pick it up. He might call him white, Jamaican, African. That's it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Afro-Jamaican.
Afro-Jamaican. You know what I'm trying to say? He might try to say, yo, you don't have no more claim to that land than me, you know.
Yeah, nobody ever call you Afro-Jamaican yet?
Call me Afro-Jamaican.
No, me never. You nobody call nobody so yet.
That's just like how the white man call the people that come from Africa, who live in America, African-American.
And they
Why
not.
they don't want to call them American? They want to say, they want to have the authority or the chance to say, go back to your country.
And
that's why they call them African American.
And they now call the white people them European American. That's true.
And they don't thank you.
Lord have mercy, what a world we live in, man. This man can't leave Jamaica. Mr. Vegas, me say if them put this man to leave Jamaica, me is a US citizen and I swear to God, they say if I want an island vacation, me just go one other island. Me done with, you know, me say, done with Jamaica, because some me know say.
We have three projects to start in Jamaica. 3 projects. So start in Jamaica. If no money win, me cancel all of my projects.
As some me know say.
I ride out the storm.
This is gonna be a real test to the intelligence of the Jamaican people. It really will be.
But me just do my part to make certain say if it happen, me can't say me never try.
True.
That's all I'm doing. I sacrifice because if we mix with some people out there on the ground where some low life and two of them style you up and disrespect you.
And
you have to go in some hostile environment to deal with people.
Well, that's the price you pay for being a patriotic person.
When last time I skimmed through TikTok, I see a woman a cuss. And she said, 28,000 me pay my rent now for them 28,000. And she had gone wicked and she said, yeah man, I'm my bed, my BMW. And I said, she want to tell the people them so she have a piece of food, you know. And you will say you're wicked, you're thief. And she go hard. I'm gonna come some women and I pull up, right? The minimum wage over the years. I pull it up from about 92 when PJ take it. See?
From when it was all $300.
Yeah. I mean, I look on it, the increase them over the years now. See? And every time through PJ's administration, there has never been a time when PJ put on $2,000.
Jesus.
There has never been a time when PJ, even when we have the economic meltdown in our 90s and things is rough, the inflation is high and things is rough, I'd be a $400 and $300 and then something like PJ put down by right through.
The data
every administration that came, sis, me have a right to say no man, what are they, sis? Me I show the people them terrible. And because we're in a digital era and everybody know have a phone and everybody have a platform, them don't do any form of research. Yeah? To know how to be responsible financially, right? Fiscal responsibility. So everybody knows say $1,000 to on the minimum wage and $500 and 20% increase and they must say, yeah, it should have jump to this and jump to that, but they're not taking into consideration service. If Andrew Wellness comes to boom and show it at $2,000, right? From $1,500, yeah? At a $500 more per week, right? So that means a 4 or 5 at 20, right? So at 20,000 more. You know, so if him go for 20,000 after the minimum wage worker, you know, say the police, the teacher, the clerk, all of them people were higher minimum earners. You know, so they have to get pay increase too.
No most. Almost the 4 time the prime minister almost the 4 time raise the minimum wage for them come in, you know.
So it have to go across the board, you know. Right? That's why the man say, you are going upgrade yourself to a skill where you can remove yourself from that
minimum
class
wage.
Yeah, and you can get a better pay. So them now really understand say the helpers and the people them will get minimum wage and so forth and so on. Once him go $2,000, you know, and a man now have to go pay X amount of minimum wage per month, you know. The business place them are going to lay off people unless they are going to increase price
So the seller can sell them things that more expensive. It pay the worker them. See? So if you just raise up the person them what they get paid, and you know increase food price, you know increase commodities, you know increase the teacher, the police, a problem. Because now the teacher them we are bad already, so them not get enough pay. They have to go fork out $20,000-$30,000 out of them money now to put towards them helper. That this a balling just start. So when you look back over the years, I'm realizing the people them are just be a sensitive. Just when people are running and sensationalize things, and everybody know, people now think. When you look at 92, the minimum wage, right? Per week was $300. 94, right? Me no say 93, you know. Me say 94. Me skip to 94. 94, it was $500. You know how much that increased? $200. 94, when the economic meltdown start. It start in the heart, right? You jump to 96, $300 add on. You jump to 99, right? $400 add on. You jump to 2003, yeah? $200 add on. 2005, $400 add on. 2006, $400 add on. 2007, $200 add on. JLP come na power, $500 add on. Yeah? 5 years, 2008, 500 more add on. 2009, then go from 3,700, then go $4,070. 2011, 4,500. 2012, $5,000. Porsche put on $600. 2014, $600. 2006, Andrew Williams getting it. 6,200 when Andrew Williams getting it. See? And from this, the man take it now. So, currently, with it, 1.1. 1.7. 1.6. A man take it from 6,200 knots. It's over 150%. If Andrew wants to keep on putting $200, $200, and $300, we are still down in a thing. Under 10,000 a month. And the hunger man come and give them an increase of 40%.
I'll put it up on the screen when you don't talk. I may have it.
And the hunger man come and give them an increase of over 40%. The hunger man. And the people them about say, the man wicked. And I realize that the man have to look on the money in front of him.
But look here, you see, when the PNP in a power, I don't really see certain demands on the PNP. I don't know if I true. PG did not win so much election because the JLP was having their internal problems. But some demands, when I see the people them are put on the government, I mean, I say the government is supposed to do them job, because they get elected to do our job. But some of the demands, some of the unrealistic demands and things that they didn't put on the previous administration, the PNP administration. I wonder if I true them beliefs say once this government come out, them can't expect too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, when the man talk about government workers getting increased and them something there. Government workers were underpaid. Government workers were getting less than teacher.
And
remember me tell you that.
And I wanted to ask this question over here. I don't know if you think about that question here. If you think, say, the 90s was the decade of mass migration in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because in the 90s, I was talking to one of our subscribers over here. Me and her in the same age group. And she said, people who should go to school with, do all of them they are foreign? I mean, I said the same thing with me too.
Countless, no, but now people act as if I know nurse and teacher just leave Jamaica. People been always leaving Jamaica to find greener pastures.
No, man, the 90s, man. Me feel like that the 90s was what the decade of people just leaving Jamaica.
Then if you have wage freeze, PNP party and freeze the people in salary.
Mm-mm.
And that man come and say, yo, take a little increase here, take a little increase there. You have to look on the overall budget to not put yourself in a problem again. Take a little top up, take a little top up. And people, the man, in a 2003, the man gave a 44% increase for minimum wage. 44%, sister. We just gave the data from 92 to 2016. Nobody, never give them type of upgrade to the minimum wage. No administration in the history of Jamaica ever do Andrew Wellness to 44% increase. The man moving from 9,000 to 13,000, and the next time the man read the budget, the man moved from 13,000 to 15,000, and the man come back this year again and say, "See you next top up there." As a matter of fact, he could have wait until next year to get an increase. Because some of the time PG and push them and give the administration before every 2 years then top up so.
Yeah, the low wage problem we are suffer from. If the, I think you said earlier in your statement, say if the previous people them did not give the people them a proper raise each time, you know, maybe we would not suffer from low wage because we have a low wage problem in Jamaica.
Of course.
That is a fact.
But another type problem, if them did balance the budget properly.
From long time.
If they were fiscal responsible. The problem was we have paid so much debt because we owe so much money.
Oh God,
and pay off debt. So because we have paid off so much debt, there was less money to spend in the country.
Yes, absolutely.
So now that we bring down the debt to GDP now, the man have more money to spend. And no matter how you tell these people.
But they want everything now. They want
yes.
everything. I want to say, you know, remember when Mark Golding tell the government say, if you take in a COVID, 2022, we never hear this yet. The man tell the government say, take $40 billion and don't pay the debt and get the Jamaican people them. See, can go so.
Thank you. And now, when the debt to GDP come down, the man try to take credit for it.
Take what kind of credit? When know about?
You know, see, man, I talk about a Portia Simpson them started a one bag or something, man. Because he was in government them time, so he wanted to do good for him.
Let me tell you something. You say if Portia was up and running, Portia would tell Jamaica, say, you cannot take credit from the people them who carry out the continuation and help the... Yeah, because if the government of the day was doing bad, we'd have gone back to square one, don't it?
Nobody wouldn't get no increase and the threshold wouldn't increase. It would be impossible to increase the threshold and give people any little increase by minimum wage because we'd have paid most of the money what we gross in a debt. This is what the people them now getting at them head. So when them look at us say the man going to put $1,000 per minimum wage, them don't even understand say squeeze that team, finna squeeze the teacher, finna squeeze the security, finna squeeze the nurse, finna squeeze the doctor, finna squeeze the people who just left university and get them local government job. And if I use helper and all kind of people I do domestic work and all kind of things like that. And the man where I run him local store, we have pay people weekly. The man where I run him local store, if him get a heavy hit on the increase on the minimum wage and the food price not go up, in business I go lock down.
Well, that's why we have this conversation, because some people really don't understand the maths for true.
The man business I go lock down. You have to go increase food price for him can sell team goods more for pay you.
True.
The teacher go ball because the teacher 20,000 I go come out of here a little bit of money which she done a ball about already. So Andrew Wellness, him couldn't just increase minimum wage to $2,000 one time. He have to take time and watch the budget. And then next time he come now, he have to go get teacher a little top up now. He have to go give police them a top up, he have to go give soldier and everybody have to go get top up on them things. So that's so you have to. So it's like that. We did a suffer, I'm not now going through that. And me and you come to boom now. See, now we have a bag of it. See? And we look at business start thrive. As the business start thrive, so me I say, I want to you. We could go flash and done out the money and then we're going back to square one. We have to take time, even though we owe some people and owe some bills in and out. We have to take time, squeeze off and say, all right, pay down, look at this, pay down, look at this, pay down, look at this. Because you have to be fiscal responsible.
Yeah. But look, you know, the people them want to talk, you know, say, me have some teachers on my Facebook page. And yesterday, when someone, me not gonna call nobody name, but you know, say a couple of teachers on my page, when them say the minimum wage increase yesterday, you know, the first thing will come out of them mouth, Mr. Vegas. So what am to teachers? You see? So me I said to themselves, say, no, look there, the Prime Minister give the people, them, the average people, them, a little raise. And you see, the teacher, them, I look something and now said time to.
But the teacher will have a help, I know. A $4,000 per month now, she'll lose out of her pay.
Yeah.
So that's why I sure say, if you hit them hard, a bigger ball in the dog one. At that time, them not say what to eat. So the teacher, them within a ball, you know, 4,000, I squeeze them, just them get a little squeeze now, because them feed them like them get an increase. The government worker will get 300,000 or 400,000 per month. We talk to people where go put themselves in politics, or come in politics with them good money, you know, real good money, you know. People with a separate, we support separate parties. And them tell me say right now politics broke them and them not getting the money where them get for them because salary. Them tell me say yo, I give them used to give them the money. That's why they love people and want the representational politics.
Yeah.
And they want me, I said, no, put your foot over here, you know, you will go broke. So it's not like politician is making a ton load of money, you know. And politician with people all the way, of course, culture. Oh, you give them how much percent increase and you know how much politician used to get for Lisa Anna write an article about it and the ball.
Not sure. But you see, when them get the raise, did you hear them across the Prime Minister them time there? None of them never cost him, you know.
No, of course.
Oh, Jesus.
But in essence, and the whole thing will lay it out. You see a clear contrast.
Yeah.
You see one man are the person where see a money save up, and he just want to come flash it out and
done it out fast. I saw some people stay.
He might buy a friend. He might buy a friend. I vote him a buy, but in our world, a friend he might buy. And the man over there, so we are watching money and I say, yo, long term, me a deal with, you know. I build on this thing and make a whole week all right, you know. What you say? And the people must say, nah, man. Blow the whole light power, man. Just make it done out everything out of the NIR. And when we get a shot now from a bad natural disaster or something. Then everybody start ball and say they want money to come put down about their roof. They want money to come fix up about their house. Then where the money will come from that time then?
Yes,
we are prone to natural disaster.
Financial education is not something, to be honest with you, is not something that in the Black community people either teach or have any desire to learn. Because they say if you don't know financial education, you're born poor and dead poor no matter how much opportunity you get, you know.
Dead poor.
Yeah, man.
Dead poor.
So
and you look on the Chinese and that, and look on all of the other races. Remember, the church it mash up the Indian, you know. But through fiscal responsibilities, yeah. As soon as they get to build back them economy and build back themselves, them never just get up and just do it in one day. The Chinese then take drastic measures here, but they have to make some sacrifice to them. Now come be one of the leading economic you know country in the world.
Jesus.
So we not learn. We're not learning. We just see a little thing, and we see a little thing go on, and we see some people get some little increase, and we just say, yo, just $2,000 and $2,000 and $220,000 and raise the threshold. You know, say Mark Golden last year saying what? 3 million on the threshold. You know, you talk about it this year.
Then them same one would have take the $40 billion we were supposed to pay off the debt. And when time Jamaica getting a problem, now them same one come cost the government and say.
But sister, last year the man make a big stink. The man I say, yeah man, raise the threshold to 3, for income tax 3 million, and the man lay every card on the table. Why would we be this year silent like a lamb? You know why? Because no one say a girl him did a girl. It was just a hot take them time and the things like that rile up the people them, and it helped him to build the momentum. Yeah man, I'm gonna check for him say 3 million for the threshold. And people are saying, this year I'm not even talking about it. The same can tell you how him going to pay for anything that he put forward. If say he might give people $1 billion, we're under 35 to pay down deposit. 500,000 for each person under 35. Divide $1 billion by that. 2,000 people, the man cater for, you know, and I make it sound sexy, you know.
Lord Jesus.
The man cater for 2,000 people, and people are run up and go and like say, yeah, man, that's the greatest thing this is sliced bread. What you mean? And 2,000 people alone that can reach nuts. 2,000 people, it sounds good and nice and everything. And when you sit back now and check it and say, oh, well, so it makes no sense. When I'm going to tell you, say, the man, the street vendor, can now come to rent to own. All right, what are you going to do if the man can't even pay the rent? Oh, because I pay the first 6 months. I'm sure you say him have 3 months. Then man, they can check me and get 2 months out of it. And say, yo, Stinger, you know, someone want to get one of the most there. That thing they're looking up. Boom, I give him a piece of money and him have the first 2 months rent. And when he go in there, and business slow down, what go happen? You can kick out that man. That man never even tell us, say, him want to own a house. No, you come tell him about rent to own you. So he have to take that, but court, you know, that's a court that have to go, you know. So the NHT, you know, the man come for bankrupt all the NHT, you know, see how the man wicked.
Me not trust them with not near money. You know, see what go on with them bank and sitting. Them not understand macro or microeconomic, yeah. Them only want to come get control, nothing else.
That's a bigger percent because he was here, let him hear.
See him,
the
so.
Man come to mash up NHT. The man come to mash up every program that Andrew has put in place. The man come now talk about say them make crime rate they fight for them because they make fight against SOE. And then and people are looking and say, wow. Then if the government find an alternative to bring down crime rate, what if they were allowed to be like El Salvador and put in the SOE then? Come remember say at the state of emergency El Salvador use and bring down the crime rate. You know?
Remember me that watch it, man. Keenly.
El Salvador use state of emergency. Sometimes yeah, a person when maybe not involved in nothing will get creep up, you know. But it's for the greater good.
Then they not steer them
it's
yard.
It's for the greater good.
Steer them yard.
You never foreign and want to come back to your country. This administration in a less than 2 months to find 2 shipments of firearms down the wall. If them they get to touch the street and we don't know how much slip through.
Why,
and we have an opposition. An opposition, we are talking about them carry the government to court to fight crime. So Rattigan them can go on foreign side go talk about nobody not to go Jamaica because we have a crime problem down there. The black tourists are coming to the country. You don't see people them wicked.
They not come about nothing for better the country. I just say undermine. You have to look on them from them behavior inside of the PNP. Them are used for Andrew now, you know, for the country. Nothing but undermine and sabotage. Nobody not to listen to them, yeah.
When you talk anything with sense, people want to come at you.
Well, yeah, at the nature of the beast, to be a patriotic person, you gotta put up with that stuff sometimes, but it's okay.
Yeah, man, but I can guarantee you this, you know. When this man lose this election, because I don't think he's gonna win this election. Because I don't think he might win.
Why
because at some point, I think so even when you reach the poll booth and you weigh your actions, yeah, and you think, do I know this man? And that's the key thing about this, you know. Do I know this man? You see?
Yeah. People don't really know him.
What do I know about this man?
In a 4 years, people don't know him? 4 years?
No. What I mean is, him all over the place. There's nothing for your whole lot. Just tell me something, no? Just tell me something where we can say, yes.
In no consistency.
He spent 3 years since him forward. I go off on Jonas. And the 2 years now, where the year now when supposed to I put forward policies and how him I go pay for them and how him I get them done. Him come and him short one bag of goodies and him not tell you how him I get it done. So let me say, the man can tell us say him I give a ticket to heaven, you know.
Me feel say a tax them a come with, what you feel?
Then how you pay for them if you not go tax people? What is he gonna cut that is there? The finance minister balance the budget. Jamaica 411 if you haven't watched their platform, subscribe and watch our platform. She make sure share the details of the budget balance. See? We don't have nothing tap on or to Andrew when come with something or if I explain the budget. Right? We're not about including that. But Jamaica 411, Michelle, she show you how or favor, balance the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Balance it to and the wickedest balance. It come like when you do maths.
Mm-hmm.
And you show or you work it out. And you show how you get your answer. Yeah? So when you want Jamaica 411, you see how the budget balance. See? You see how she get her answer. Now, what is he gonna cut? And that you have to say no. Why am I gonna cut to pay for them things there? Am I gonna cut the spending on the security?
Oh God.
The security
We
system.
can't afford that.
If he cut that, we dive back again. But them have it and them plan to cut it.
Me know them are gonna do some foolishness, man, but me not trust them.
Because remember, Peter Bunting said them to stop investing in a Coast Guard vessel and start put fishermen on the beach to watch out the criminals.
Lord Jesus.
Nuts, that documented, you know.
No, me know him say it for true, but me I laugh because a fisherman him want to go dead.
Remember, say Mark Golden tell us say peace management initiative. You know what is that?
Mm-hmm.
That way you give some money to some people in the community to man the society.
Yeah.
So then people I go around and if no youth I get trouble and anything and say, yo, come in, me Dan. You know, so if you talk about that thing, you see $2,000, man, go buy some lunch. Yeah, man, send go call Ray. And I saw him plan to do. So what am I plan to do? The money this government are investing in the security apparatus. I cut him and cut that thing.
And put the burden upon the people and for go dead.
And then when the criminals them know, you remove all the safety nets. And when the things start leak through now, them just skyrocket the crime rate again. And then they never say, it's the administration before never put things in place. That's why the mafia did it. So a finger pointing I go on. If I go cut education budget, we already have a problem with the teacher and my balls and they need to get more money. We already have a problem with the underperforming in the education system. So how you can't touch the education budget. And this government increase it by over much over 60 or 70%. I don't remember the exact number. Right? What you gonna cut? You're gonna cut the program to fix the road them? What is he gonna cut? I'm not. So that means if there is nothing there for him cut, he might go tax out them caca-clat.
And we are do about it them time there. Nothing you can they can't run them down for call election and make them come out.
One man can let the puss out of the bag, you know. Two man can let the puss out of the bag. And don't think them think they just jump out of the bag. As a matter of fact, I'm more than one time they let the puss out of the bag.
Tax
but
people
them to see how them are going to react.
Yes.
They say put tax on imported goods. Once you tax imported goods.
Me believe them, you know. Me believe them.
The man in that play, man. The man tell you, test the waters.
Yeah. Then them when time them see the thing not accepted by the people and them come spin it and say, well, we didn't mean it that way. Oh please, we heard you.
Them not go care. Them not go care. Them not go justify them reason why them do it.
Lord God.
Just trust me, no man. Them not go care. When the man say I'm gonna put on the virgin, Damien say, because Damien no just get up around go say put on tax to fund the education system. He wouldn't just say Damien no either just go say something off him own.
And that's why Mr. Vegas last night I asked the question over here. Can the PNP say to the Jamaican people unequivocal that we are pledging no new tax when we if we get into office, we are pledging. Them can't do that, you know?
Them cannot do it.
No man,
them cannot do it.
Them can't do that, man.
The fact that they haven't done it. Let me just give a perfect example. Last year, Mark Golden most talked about point out of his budget speech was the 3 million threshold. Such a major point that it took up so much of the airtime last year was not mentioned this year. Why? Because he knows him never delivered it. Because there's no way him could have do that and we not go in a problem. The economy is in a problem. And we know, so them never want Andrew Willis to move it to 1.5. Then if we know, so them never want Andrew Willis to move it to 1.5, why should we believe, say, you have a one to take it to 3 million?
Jesus, Father, I mean, I
Why I
trust
think
them.
Miss Favor say she does move it $100 for the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm. You believe in her?
100,000. Excuse me.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Favor.
She knows she do, man.
Okay.
She knows she do.
Okay.
Because she never come try win the people and with lavish spending.
We can't. We're not the luxury of doing that, really, because we're still a developing country, you know.
But remember saying, sister. And the woman them really know how to spend the money, you know.
They know so. That's true.
Remember say we work and come money, I want to spend the money, you know.
For sure.
I just lose some of the women them lose and we have start try impress other women with out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This some other thing out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
But a woman really have the vision and everything they offer cut costs and chop this. Remember say mama teach you that from early how she balance out the money one.
I'll make it work out. Mm-hmm.
Then remember say a Portia seems to pass the button to think that even though she put the right people in place to make it happen.
Well, that's the only thing I can give PNP credit for where that is concerned is that after the FinSac man them, Portia got there and you notice that Portia never put gold in her bounty near her finance ministry, you know.
Exactly.
Because Portia know what them and Omar Davis did a go along with.
Mm-hmm. So this lady, she's very, very smart. Super smart.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for them to take away from what she's doing, they have to ride with this the $2,000 monthly where she has to save up the money to put towards a pro box. They
want the government to buy them pro box. That's how them a look on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that becomes a big, you know, a person say, yeah man, they can put this towards a car. And people not even listen to the words towards and what towards mean.
No, they not look on that. Instant gratification.
Mm-hmm. Instant gratification system.
Mm-hmm.
Because she never come and raise the threshold to 3 million for them save $1 million. Because what they want to do, they want her to push it to a point where she can't balance the budget. Mm-hmm. They want her to push it to a level where we're going to a deficit.
Mm-hmm.
So, big up yourself, sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And give thanks to the reason.
Yes, thanks for stopping by, Vegas. Big up yourself. Yeah, guys. The patriotic people them out here, you know. Yes, and yeah, Mr. Vegas say, we don't know Mr. Vegas has no man fair push no politics about in and out with no political party. As since Mark Golden come all up shackles, you hear Mr. Vegas say, it make him do a double take and say, what the hell is going on? Enough people will never used to talk politics for true. From then come and see this man all up shackles. Them start to pay attention and all them things there. We cannot, let me tell you something. Yes, people, if you want to know what people are capable of, look at the judgment that they make in their adult life. Dr. Longmore, the psychiatrist, already told us, you know. She said, this is not about the man's skin color and them thing there. It's about the decision. Your decision making is very poor. And from you can go out there as an Englishman, white man, and go all up shackles. Me never see this nowhere in the world from me born, you know. Because remember, me never born in a slavery, you know. So me never see them something there yet. Except in books, history books and history channels. So me never see them thing in a real life. That traumatized me when me see it. So the decision making and to make a decision to participate and do something like that. That tell me, say, man, you were going there go do fooling issue with economy. You know, no good judgment. You were going there go make a little bit of blood them turn finance minister. And hey, Jamaica people, me tell you something. Me lose our phone, you know. Me nah sit down out here and predict say who are going or who are going to lose. I'm just hoping that the Jamaican people will make the right decision. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, while I was talking to you, may I get some information? I can show you something. Anyway, the people them there in the Jamaica, you know, them now ramping on the information from JPU, you know, people. When you look on this, yeah, so Hold on, it a load. The woman was supposed to be the communications person for the PNP where the communication is suffering. Look on the woman. The woman got one birthday party. Supposed to be for 80 and here was somebody. And the woman come at the people in party. Sorry about the feedback. I hope it's not there anymore. The woman is supposed to be the... Now, you see why PNP not a good communication according to Mark Golden. We don't know see how foolish is this so. The people them say, look here, we got one birthday party. 85-year-old the person is. And look here, the PNP communications somebody come with our pampas body. No man, make a pause for a break. This is a break, yeah, so. What am I say about this now? I dem a something a PNP want come turn Jamaica, you know. Eh? Can't put one good communication together. But you hear say somebody a turn 80 and this is what you then they will cover up the pampas. Put on something with the pampas now show. But you put on orange, gone are the people them thing. And you don't look good? Cause this not look right to me. No, sir. Marlon, big up yourself. Go and do your work. Cause this don't make sense. Hey, Bunting a one real arms house doing a Bunting pay for them sitting here, you know. God have mercy. I care zero. Jamaica politics supposed to have class. This is not class. I don't lie me I tell. I chew me a talk. 85-year-old the people them turn. And the girl go there. The people them have them party. The girl go there in an orange shirt. And have the pampas a flaunt all over the place. Eh? We no call Bunting and tell him same pampas want change over here, so. God have mercy. Let me start take back some more call and then we're gonna log out. This no. Marlon, come here. I wonder if you write the Prime Minister budget speech. Are you write the Prime Minister budget speech? Mr. Communication Guru? I didn't want to ask a question from last night, you know. Don't know who write it, but go and do your job. You do a good job. I'm Mark Golden say so. Make a take a call, yeah. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi, good night.
Good night. Good night to the panel. I was hoping you'd take my call.
Well, here you are. Thank you. Welcome to the channel.
Yes. First of all, I would love to say that the opposition leader wasn't brought up with children around him, you know. That is why he behaves the way he behaves.
You think so?
Yes, I think so.
He wasn't brought up with children around him.
Yeah, you know, we grew up in the country with 5, 6, 7 of us. We know to communicate and play and with each other.
Oh, or maybe not Jamaican children, what do you think?
And then he was not brought up with Jamaicans, so he would not behave like a Jamaican.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, I think he was a spoiled child. I think he was troublesome. He was a troubled child growing up.
Okay.
And I think that is why his father had to send him away every now and again. I think he was troubled. And you know, most time those people can't manage their children because, you know, they're not beat them like we. Yeah.
Well, you say two lick that straighten him out them time.
Yeah, man. Think about it. You sometimes a slap or two straighten you out. You know?
True.
The other thing is, I think that renunciation letter is a fake.
You think it's fake?
I honestly think it's a fake.
Why?
And so why didn't he take it back to the parliament and show it and allow it to be scrutinized?
Why?
Was he supposed to? I mean, that is the way he planned to show everybody that he has renounced.
Boy, mama, me not even want to say nothing until me see birth paper, you know.
Well, me think it's a fake, allegedly.
So which part of Jamaica you call from? East, west, north, or south?
Me? I'm calling from St. Catherine.
St. Catherine, okay. So I can ask you about the parish business while going then. What do you think about that?
The parish what?
The thing that is in court right now where the government wants to make... you know they are Portmore.
Well, I had a house in Portmore.
Okay.
It was my very first house. And I think Portmore should become a parish, because when I went to Portmore in the 19 what? When it was just
about mid-90s, so?
Because everywhere was dirt, plain dirt. I was in the greater Portmore area. And from top to bottom, where I got my house, I could look straight down to Hillshire. And I am not living there anymore, and believe you me, it's a place I lived for 21 years. And when I go to Portmore, greater Portmore now, I can hardly find my way. It is so developed, yes.
Okay.
And I think it should become a parish. Secondly, I work with Post and Telecom, and it is too big. If you know the postal system,
yes,
it is too big to be one parish.
I understand.
It is too big to be one parish.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
No,
I said that's interesting. I didn't really think about it in terms of...
Yeah, man, it is too big to be one parish.
Okay.
I have worked with Post and Telecom, and I have worked in the department where every mail comes in and goes out, central sorting office. And the mail is done by parishes. And St. Catherine ordinarily was a very big parish, like St. Elizabeth and those big parishes. And right now, Portmore with the old Spanish town, St. Catherine, is too big for one parish. And I think the people should be so appreciative of them having a parish.
Yeah, because it has developed between the mid-90s when we saw the mass migration of people over in Kingston and St. Andrew going over to Portmore. Between then and now, it really developed for you, you know.
Yeah, man, it is. I'm telling you, I have lived there for 21 years. And when I go back now, I can hardly find my way. I have to try to remember where some of the places are, believe you me.
Okay.
The other thing is, if the opposition leader knows what he did when he held that chain over that man's head. I am 86 years old and I learned about slavery. I have a grandmother who was born in slavery and she cannot read. And it's not a nice thing. It's not a nice thing. I started to read about slavery because I think in my days at school, we used to have a West Indian history that we learned about slavery. And I think that was one of the subject in class. Because I went to school in the days when we have ABC, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth class.
Okay.
We had a West Indian history book that slavery was taught in that book. And when I read that book, Jesus, let me tell you.
I would have loved to see it.
You would eat every white man.
Oh, God.
That teaches you to eat every white person because, hello, you don't know the ordeal that our foreparents went through.
And that was in the schools? Those books were in the school them time there when you went?
Yeah. West Indian history.
I forgot to look it up. West Indian history. I'll write it down.
Yeah. Try to see if you can find it anywhere in the library.
I never hear about a book there before.
Yeah, man. I read West Indian history in school.
Okay.
Right? I read West Indian history in school, and I don't know, it just came out of, but it should be in the archives or in the library somewhere.
Me go find it, man.
When you read about history and the slave trade and the listen, man, you would eat every white person. You have to, because it started to really bother me, you know. And I think it's because a lot of these old persons who were living in that age, I think a lot of them have passed on. And that is why you don't hear, or a lot of them not really in the right mind now. Some of them getting senile. But if you know about slave trade and what the slaves had to go through, what our parents went through, listen, man, it's not a nice thing. You'd have eat every white man, because it started to really get to me until I have to kind of tell myself, no. Because growing up, when you hear the black people talk about white people, it's not pretty.
So you saw the news when Golden hold up the shackles over Big Stone here.
Yes, I saw it.
And what was your thought when you first saw that?
Listen, man. Then that not bringing us right back to slavery, man. Everything you start to think all over again, you know. Everything just come back to you, you know.
So what did you think of the PNP to let that happen?
He has no regard for us. He has no regard for us. He has no regard for us. And furthermore, it is said that his mother came to Jamaica with slaves. So he was brought up among slaves, allegedly.
Well, I saw the slave papers. It's family-owned slaves, for sure.
Exactly. And you know what they said the slaves had to do?
Whole heap of things.
All right. So it's not a nice feeling. As I told you, my grandmother was born in slavery. And she cannot read. Then in those days, they don't go to school. It's not a nice feeling when you can't read.
So you went to basic primary school and
I went to basic. I went to basic school. I went to primary, and I went to high school as well.
Okay.
I went to high school when it was Jamaica local exam.
Jamaica local exam. That had a common entrance.
No, man. First, second, and third year you'd have. And then those days you had senior Cambridge. I don't know if you know about senior Cambridge. It would be for the older people.
Oh,
very old persons would know about that. A lot of people doesn't know about that.
Oh, so do you feel like you had a quality education coming up through the system them time there?
Yes, yes, we were taught properly. People were decent to each other. It's only thing that a lot of the older persons were uncivilized.
Okay.
And those were I went to school the days when children go to school barefoot.
Okay.
You just piled your foot with coconut tile and you went to school barefoot. Those days you go to school with plait hair, not like now. But school was school.
Okay.
You didn't. What is happening in school nowadays? It is appalling. School has become a battlefield now. You know, those days were days when you don't live in fear.
Okay.
I was brought up at a time when my mother didn't have nobody in the community had a lock on their door. You just push up your door sometimes when you gone to bed and you were safe.
Different time now.
Yes, but people were very uncivilized, and that is where the shackle and the thing. If you have seen, if you ever see some of the things that the slaves had to wear around their feet and how they live. I mean, when I saw that happen, it bring back everything to me.
So does it concern you, having seen the golden man hold up the shackles? Does it concern you now that there's an election pending, and have you ever thought that he may become the next prime minister?
Listen, man, him to go home. Him no serve no purpose here. Him no serve no purpose in Jamaica. He is to go home. Then if that man have nothing in Jamaica, why is he here? And he's such a liar. He's telling the blogger how, I always speak the truth. Can you imagine?
Also himself?
Yes, when he was when he was showing the blogger the renunciation And him say, yes, Mr. Golding, me see the date up there, sir. And him say, see the name here where my hand is the person that signed it. And him say, you know, I always speak the truth. I mean, that man doesn't know anything about truth. Listen, I'm a person who, in order to get sense out of nonsense, I used to watch a JLP, whatever they have, and I watch a PNP. Because you can't watch one party in order to pick sense out of nonsense.
True.
And from he comes into play as the opposition. I hardly want to watch that side. Believe you me.
Oh God. But no, there's really nothing to see over there, you know, because I just something for upset your spirit. Not true.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If he knows what he did when he put that chain around that man's neck, you know, I mean, he doesn't know what he did. And I mean, probably the people that were there in the parliament with him, they have no idea what slavery is all about. I doubt it.
Boy, them not no respect for history. We have to respect history, because if we don't know where we're coming from.
We need to read up about history and where our foreparents, how this struggle with our foreparents in the days of slavery. Yeah. We need to educate ourselves about that.
Yes. And with that knowledge, he should come a little bit. With that knowledge of slavery, he should
be aware of what is happening. People will be aware of where we are coming from.
Yes.
In my younger years, no black people could work in the banks, you know, like the Barclays Bank and the Nova Scotia Bank. Those were the days. And it was Bustamante who allowed a Negro and black people to work in the banks, you know, and start have those upstate jobs, you know. It was Bustamante.
And it wasn't that long ago, though, you know, when I really think about it, not sure.
Yeah. It was Bustamante who allowed people like us to work in the banks and have those jobs where, you know, white people used to have.
That's our history.
The Labour Party was always a party that educate you, care for you, care about you. You understand?
All right. Well, I'm so glad you called. You must call more often. I want to hear what you have to say about these different topics. Do you hear?
What different topics?
Well, whatever we're talking about here that interests you. We want to hear.
Sometimes I would call you off here, but I don't know what time I could do so.
Oh, okay. As long as it's before midnight. If I see you calling, I will answer.
Okay, all right. You have a good night.
Same to you, and thank you again.
It was very informative.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, you see why we have to dip our best behavior have manners over here. Our subscriber says she's 86 years old. She's lived a long time and has seen a lot. And I can only imagine in her day what she saw. And then to come see this shackle-wielding man, a hold up chin and a smile. No, so I don't like that at all. Can't like that at all. Anyway, I'm going to take this last call and then we're going to jump off. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Welcome.
I just want to confirm with that with the lady just came up. It is my same thinking that it's fake. Reason for me is the medium, it's always a propaganda station, channel, whatever it's called. And then this man has been telling lies so many times. He went and he talked about that he had a visa. But on that same night, he repeated that now that I've renounced, I have to go and get a visa. He said that.
So you think so the paper fake too?
It's a fake, I believe. And why wouldn't he? He wanted the world to know. He hasn't been talking about it. Nobody else is talking about it. It's a kind of hush kind of thing. There's something going on with that thing.
So that's what I'm saying. No. Me can't say nothing until me see the birth paper because for all we know, the birth paper is the problem. Maybe him not have no birth paper saying born in Jamaica and him get the citizenship through the marriage. I don't know.
I don't believe it at all. The way that it was presented, it was it was too, there was something about it. And I've been saying to myself, because I even said, I'm calling to let you know, to get one of, you see, when he first had the interview and said he had to join the line to get a visa, you can put that interview with when he said he had a visa. And then this one now, he says he's going to know that he has renounced.
He might get a visa now.
So if you had gotten that same renunciation from August, why then haven't you already gone again to get a visa?
You're not supposed to get no visa if you're a citizen of the country. The whole thing, you me tell you something. It's the people will tell lie.
Since August, yet he has not yet gone to get a visa. But before all of that, he said if had a visa, he had to travel with a visa. And
something
then
wrong.
When he showed that again, he was saying, no, I have to go and get a visa. So something is not right.
My fee said start at the birth paper. That's why I'm saying for sure the birth paper.
Something right about it.
All right, well, thank you.
He was telling us that he got a visa. He had to join line. I went into the line and it was so whatever because I saw a repost of that video interview that he did when he said he went and it was so whatever when I had to join that line to get the visa. But no, last week he's now saying the same thing that I have to go now to get a visa. So right now he's saying he doesn't have a visa.
Well, we're going to call out to the media them to do something because the media them need to ask him that when he had the citizenship.
You can merge the two, the interview and say, which is it? Mark Golding, do you have a visa? Don't you have because he said he had one at first, but now he's about to get one. So I don't know if the one that he had first was a 1 day. It was a 1 day thing, and now so he's not right.
Yes, I agree. Well, thank you for calling.
All right, you're welcome.
Have a good night.
You, girl.
Thank you. Love you guys too. Thank you guys so much for your participation. The media, all of the media people, if there's any media people over here, can you not do us the Jamaican people a favor? Ask Mark Golding, how did he get a visa or apply for a visa while he was a British citizen? You do not need a visa if you are a British citizen. If you're an American citizen, you do not need a visa for any country that you are a citizen of. Mainstream media, do no job, no man. We're not supposed to come out here and ask them question here. How do you apply for a visa to a country where you are a citizen? Very simple. I don't know if the man born in Jamaica, I'm not seeing a birth paper. That's why I say I don't really take on the conversation about when born or citizenship because you see when people lie a lot, it's very hard to believe anything that they say. You understand? Anyway, guys, thank you again for your participation and for tuning in. Be sure to share our content, guys, because the disinformation and misinformation, a whole heap of money I get pumped into, people coming out here and telling lies and all that kind of stuff. If you were not here earlier in the program, the update on the merch is here. We have created the t-shirts. They're ready for sale, but we have to first do our order to make sure, say, when you guys make your orders, you won't have any problem. So everything is up and running. Once we get our order, we can say, all right, it's safe to place your orders, then the storefront will open over here. Right? And we are encourage everybody, whether you're there yard or abroad, or if you're there foreign and you want to get the t-shirt for somebody or some people at Jamaica, we need to start to sensitize the people them. Make the people them know, so the people them come present budget and them don't tell how them going to fund it, where the money are come from, them coming with tax. And they have not denied that if they get in government, they won't tax the people. All right, so let us talk again tomorrow, guys. Take care of yourselves and have a good night. Thank you for joining.
Jamaica politics and cover. Pick up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Natalie, you're bigger than George Washington Bridge and Island Empire State Building. Straight to the ceiling. Sin, Lord of mercy. Jamaica is not a place to go all. Not when certain guys in control. Jehovah God no. Lord of mercy. Hey, some say that them are diety. And they must suffer to hell no rotted. Natalie, more you pick up yourself. Right and no because you're rougher than them. Hey, they must say that they are diety. And they must suffer to hell no rotted.